investigation is underway after a Miami Dolphins star Tyreek Hill was pinned down and put in handcuffs outside the team stadium ahead of Sunday's game. This was all the talker outside of the games actually yesterday. Hill was pulled over 1 block from the stadium and cited for reckless driving. And now we're learning another teammate was detained. Potential Hall of Famer Calais Campbell says he was put in handcuffs trying to de-escalate the situation. Miami-Dade Police Department will now review body camera footage after launching an internal affairs investigation. Also, one of the officers involved is now on administrative leave. Let's go ahead and bring in Chief Legal Analyst Khalif Rhodes into the conversation here. And boy, when we woke up on Sunday, we were thinking about football. We saw this video here at Tyreek. Your first thoughts on this video that we saw?
What is happening? I mean, this is literally the #1 trending story all day. I mean, outside of the games, it's Tyreek Hill detained, Tyreek Hill arrested, Tyreek Hill stopped before game. I mean, so every
reminded me of Scotty Scheffler at the U.S. Open in Louisville. Yeah,
this is definitely in that same vein.
Worse.
Probably worse because obviously he got taken to the ground. The other individual got arrested, taken. So both of them had weird situations happening. Both of them made their event and were able to participate in it. But I saw a number of things in there. And then let's talk about Calais Campbell for one thing. I mean, you got to not like people if you arrest that guy. Yeah, he's a big, intimidating person, but he's like a teddy bear. I remember watching him from Hard Knocks Life. I mean, Hard Knocks, and for sure, that guy, to put him in handcuffs, that situation seemed like it was out of control for sure.
You know, both sides are saying all the right things seemingly right now, but we understand that the de-escalation part, that's how you get to this point from a lawyer's perspective. Hill was, pulled over for reckless driving and without a license. But also the officers, what part did they have in the de-escalation part and the behavior? Also because of Tyreek Hill. So it would have led to something like this.
What you see is the first-hand account from the person that's shooting the video. He's talking about everything he could see while it's happening. He said
that doesn't tell the whole story, though.
Saw it get pulled over, saw him roll down the window, give the information to the officers, and at some point there was a window rolled back up. The officers tried to have a conversation with Tyreek Hill. He didn't want anything to do with that conversation. They asked him to get out the car, and then they detained him. At that point, this is where I think the conversation kind of escalated, where officers could have de-escalated. They asked him to sit down. He refused to sit down, and so they assisted him with sitting down, is what their word was. And assisting him to sit down, you have multiple officers standing over top of him. I think when you talk about this investigation, the part that I would look at most would be the officer with his knee on his back and pushing him into the ground further. He's already in handcuffs. And so if you're trying to de-escalate a situation, that's something that you can see you don't want to have happen. You talk about his agent. His agent has already said his legal team will be looking at taking legal repercussions against the law enforcement officers for the situation. And so you can see a number of things happening. But Tyreek Hill is saying the right things. He said, what if I wasn't Tyreek Hill? What if I was just a regular person and this happened to? And so it's opening up a bigger conversation that you want to see happen in these situations, because hopefully something good could happen from this, not just him being detained.
Yeah, police union said that Hill's behavior was defiant, which led to a lot of this, but also PD also immediately suspended somebody, so that tells you a lot as well.
It tells you that you don't want any type of protest, you don't want any type of riots, you don't want any backlash from this, and you are talking about the face of their team in that city. So hopefully he didn't get any special treatment, because I don't think that's what happened. I think they recognized that there may have a misstep, and you have both sides saying what they need to say, which is, if we are going to get sued in the future, we want to still stand behind our guy.
Yeah, more to come out for sure. And certainly, hopefully, the body camera footage will be released here soon, or the police will give us a little bit more information. Khalif, thanks on a big story out of Miami.